woodpecker. What's up, everybody? Jedd Johnson from dieselcrew.com. They call me Napalm. Hope your training's going well. I just shot a video for Kevin D on grippers, and while I was doing the video, he sent me another question, so I thought maybe I would go ahead and cover that. He says, so earlier he had talked about grip training for mixed martial artists, and he was going to use grippers, and I said that's kind of a waste of time. So he goes, without taking too much of your time, if the grippers aren't good for those types of athletes, are they good for others? And if not, what are they used for aside from grip competition? So I want to go ahead and clarify this statement because I've made this before and some other people have asked about it. Why are grippers a waste of time for athletes? So despite their popularity with grip strength enthusiasts, I actually think there's a lot better ways that you can train your hands in order to prepare for your sport. So let's look at combat sports like wrestling, mixed martial arts, football, where you have to tackle, rugby, where you got to hold on to dudes, things like that. That's more than just wrapping your hand around something and trying to close it down. And there's also much more going on there than just localized movement in the hand. The grip strength that you are creating and you are producing and exhibiting in those sports is really a function of many other processes in your body. So when you're holding, for instance, on a gut wrench hold in wrestling or anything like that, you're not trying to dig your fingers into the person's body and then rip the skin off. That's crushing. That's the activity like grippers. What you're doing is you're trying, in an open hand position, monkey grip we call it, you're trying to almost suction cup up against their body and not let them break your grip. So the grippers will not do too much in that regard. And if you're wondering why I'm just leaning here instead of sitting up on top, it's because I didn't feel comfortable being up there 4 feet off the ground the whole entire time I was doing that other video, so I'm just going to stand here because I feel much safer, afraid of heights. So that's what it really comes down to, is specificity. And grippers, unfortunately, is not truly that specific for sports. If in the most basic cases, when you're grabbing onto somebody in one of those combat type sports, you're using your hands, but you've also got to use your wrists. And closing big grippers, really does not involve much as far as wrist strength. Sure, the muscles in the hands start at the elbows, they go through the forearms, and they travel into the hands. But you're not doing a lot as far as a controlled strength endeavor with the wrists, if you understand what I mean. So it doesn't make that much sense to do things like gripper training for athletes. My suggestions there would be much more based around thick bar training and open hand training. Sandbag training, things along those lines, would be much more applicable to athletes that have to tackle other athletes, take them down, throw them around, control them. Mixed martial arts, football, rugby, wrestling. So that's where that comes from. Specificity. How well the movement pattern trains you for crossover into your sport. And for grippers, unfortunately, they fall short in my opinion. And I think you can get a lot more benefits out of other more basic exercises, more beneficial exercises that have better carryover for you. Listen, if this is starting to make sense for you and you want to find out more, I've got a whole entire resource on this called Grip Training for MMA Athletes. I'll go ahead and put the link in the description box below. Check that out because it's an ebook, it's got a program, and you can even get video demonstrations of all the exercises that are in there on top of the still shots that are already in the ebook. So I like to make products that are as beneficial for you as possible. I feel that this is the best product that's out there in existence for grip training for mixed martial arts, for wrestling, and all those other combat sports. So go ahead and check that out. And then before I go, just want to point out again, Concrete from Promera Sports. These guys invite us to the Arnold to run their booth with them this year. We had a fantastic time. They really took care of us. Cannot say thank you enough to this company about how awesome they were. So I want you to go ahead and check out their supplement line, and if you're looking around for things like pre-workouts, BCAAs, things like that, check these guys out. They got top quality products, and they're top-notch individuals at the company. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Before you go, make sure to subscribe, check the links out below this video, and check out Concrete and Promera Sports. All the best in your training, guys. Take care.